GM. Today is Thursday, 7th of December. Let's do daily levels. So, starting off, I'm going to keep it more zoomed out. So, first of all, I think Bitcoin is moving into a phase of one of two paths. Either this is a quick shakeout and we go directly to new highs before an eventual blow off top. That's one path to see. Or BTC, again, assuming it holds in this general area, grinds up into more of a rounded top formation and then into a trap before the final pump. Those are the two main paths I'm looking out for. Don't expect them to play out perfectly, but that's what I'm looking at. And I think if you see the red path, you're going to see a sharp rotation into alts, right? So if Bitcoin follows the blue path and has a really nice reclaim and breakout and consolidates and is looking strong, I think the market will continue to chase Bitcoin and you'll see alts lagging. If Bitcoin sort of a bit more slowly grinds its way up, pops out but retests, looks a little bit more like typical kind of rounded top nature that Bitcoin tends to do. Still got absolutely horrendous internet fucking connection. Right, if you imagine that we could be here, you're having that first little dip, and it rallies up into a top, but just sideways, then pops off towards the end. Something a little like that would be the red path, just probably on a lower time frame or a shorter time span. And so I'll be watching ETH BTC closely. See where it's at. Yeah. Doesn't seem like alt season yet. This is still weak. Total 3. It's holding up nicely. This is just ready to rip. Look at this here. Total 3's just had a really nice breakout. I'll probably get that marked. Really nice breakout and held the 400 level. Flip that from resistance into support. I think it's going to run for 450 here. That would be my expectation. However, if it doesn't, we can come all the way back into here. Right, with the low, high, higher low, higher high, we can fall back into there. I think we do have another extension before that. And if anyone knows what this glitch is, please tell me. Fuck, it's annoying. Basically, TradingView just refreshes itself every 10 seconds. It's not my internet connection either. I thought it was yesterday, but it can't still be, right? But look at that. That is fucking TradingView, man. It's literally unusable. So, low, high, higher, low, higher, high. Can we fall back into there at some point? I'm sure we will. Question is, do we get a spike up first and then down? Or is it done? Are we topped? It'll be interesting to see. I think the next few days will be telling. Overall, though, I don't think the market has topped. And on Trade of the Day, I'll talk about a bunch of different, not top signals, but rotations I'd be looking for before you would see the actual top, right? Because at the moment, let's get Doge has done quite well, and I'll talk more about this on Trade of the Day. But that's not the end of a rally. To me, that's not the end of the rally. Now, that might be a local top in Doge, a few days maybe, but that isn't the end of Doge. Not with the big event coming up and all this stuff. And Doge it's the retail coin, right? So I think when Doge is sitting like that, Litecoin hasn't moved, right? Litecoin, once that breaks out, you have to remember, like, retail, they know Litecoin, they know Doge, they know all the old shit, and especially like Coinbase retail, they will be back. They will come back, but they're not back yet. Yeah, you had a little bit of excitement. This is Coinbase Litecoin chart back at the end of June, going into July. But apart from that, volumes have been low. And I think, Litecoin is just a piece of shit. But actually, to be honest, it's forming quite a nice higher time frame base. So, like, I don't think this rally's over until, honestly, Coinbase could or Litecoin could make a new high if it's semi bullish. If not, maybe just something like that, open to resistance again. But there's just certain things that typically should happen before the overall move is done, and this being one of them. So I would think that once you've got Litecoin looking like this, when you've got SHIB, that, right? That doesn't scream to me that we're over. I think there's a lot more retarded shit that needs to happen in the next month before we can actually truly say that we're over. And here's the thing: nice reaction of Bitcoin, as you'd expect. I talked about the 4 hour bands. There was my long, got long. I did move it up. I think it's 43 250 I had set it at. I moved it up before I went to sleep. So it wasn't long from there. It's long from like here. And now the stop will be below the lower band. And we'll see if it can make new highs. So, as my drawings disappear because TradingView's glitching, fantastic. What the fuck is this, man? So, in terms of the market topping out, it's a process for it. And I think we go way higher than people expect. I want to show an old chart of Filecoin from last cycle. 2 of them. Here's Filecoin in March and April of 2021. It's a 4 hour chart, right? It ran up. It looked like it was done here. It deviated the highs. It looked like it was done. It dropped into a consolidation. It looked like it was done, right? Filecoin looked like it was done. It went from $10, whatever the fuck it is, no, $25, I think, up to 50. And it looked like it was done. And then it went up again. And then again and again. So 4 hour charts here. Like, here's about the 17th or 18th of March to the 26th. There's 7 or 8 days there on a 4 hour chart where Filecoin looked like it was done. If you compare that to like Dogecoin, for example, right? It only topped out on the 6th. What if we go to the 16th? And it's just sort of, right? If you look at that, and then you compare it to that. Where's the 50 EMA on Doge? Yeah? It's not so different. Of course, it's not going to follow that exact path. My point is, we haven't had what we usually like. We just haven't had the wave of buying, the volume spikes, the trending on Twitter, the open interest. Like, we haven't had the big retail resurgence yet. And you might say, "Oh, is it going to come?" It's definitely going to come. This is crypto. They all thought it was dead. It's not dead. It's going to pump again. They're all going to realize that they're missing out. FOMO is strong. Around Christmas, they're going to have that family member who was telling them about crypto 2 years ago, and they thought he was a genius, and then they laughed at him last year, right? People were getting clowned on at Christmas 2022. People were geniuses at Christmas 2021. Stuff like that really matters. Like, that's when people get together. That's when people are spending time together, talking, sharing fucking stories and ideas, and their fucking cousin, their little fucking dickhead cousin who's always online, has just made 50x. So yeah, I firmly believe that not only are we not done yet, but that we've got multiples to go. Dogecoin, 30 or 40 cents, I would guess. Because you have to remember as well how Doge moves. It does nothing for literally years and then does everything all at once. So going to 30 or 40 cents for Doge, I mean, it's not crazy. Am I going to trade it to there? No, I'll just trade it and make some money on the way up, hopefully, if the market is kind enough to me. But I'm saying it can go there. And when you zoom out, you realize where we actually are. 20 cents is not hard. Taking out these highs from October last year, 15 cents is not hard. These are all like minimum targets for Doge. Now, it doesn't mean only up. That's why you get these kind of sideways, shitty, does nothing for a couple of weeks. Maybe even this, where it goes for a bit longer to bleed people out. It doesn't have to be easy, but I would say top's not in. Top's not in until you see Ethereum have a big run, Litecoin pump, Dogecoin pump, Shiba pump, something, right? You need to see a bit more of that. So GM, let's trade. Daily levels. We'll do trade of the day. While I'll break down a little bit more onto the shitcoin rotations.